Guys, so today I am doing more pamphlet previews, and my sister is actually sitting in on me. She's over there on the other part of the bed. That is her hand. And we've got some Gazette playing in the background, but you probably won't be able to hear it, hopefully. Anyways, okay, so I have these two pamphlets. I figured since we just got done with the holidays for this year, I do the Abyss/Lucy pamphlet from this year. Abyss and Lucy. I don't know, Abyss and Lucy seems to be a common theme with them because I also have this one, which is the other Abyss and Lucy one. This one is the 2 Concept 8 Nights Heresy Limited from 2011. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, okay. So, let's see what we have first. So for this one, I don't remember how much it cost. This one gave me quite a lot of heartache though, because I was super excited for it, thought it got lost in the mail, and then it came in like when I was super busy anyway, so I couldn't really fully appreciate it, but then I was like, oh my gosh, this one's really amazing. Let's see. This one, we're gonna start with Abyss. Okay. And my hair is straightened. Thank you to my sister. My bangs are now side brushed because, you know, Dora cut. Okay. If anyone has any suggestions for better lighting, other than my sister, because she's like into YouTubers, so she's like, get ring lights. They're called ring lights. Anything else, something less expensive. I can't exactly pay for something that expensive right now. Got some right there. Suggestions would be good. Kitchen light.
The kitchen light's brighter than all 6 bulb. And it's like
yeah, but the glare is still really bad for my glasses. We got some Aoi. And this one, as you can see, is in like basically black and white. I'm not sure if the Lucy part of it is also the same way. I don't remember. But they look pretty good. Here we got a full body shot. Still of Aoi. There, he's kind of like, I don't know what that is. Some sort of dance move. This look for Uraha I actually really did like. I like the feathers, and I like what they did with his eyeliner. Here it's like really hard to see. Oh, there we go. But he looks pretty good. You can see his eyeliner there a little bit. But I always like him, I'm biased. And I have no idea what song just started playing. Okay, now let's see. I think Ruki's the only one left for Abyss. This look for him was pretty neat. I mean, that's all I can say. It was pretty neat. It looks good. The hair was a bit different. I mean, I've never really seen him with hair like that. Looks very sophisticated for him. Okay, apparently this is it for Ruki. That's it for the Abyss side. Now we have Lucy. And we start off with Kai again. I think this one does alternating members. But I'm not sure. I think we are. She wants to play Monopoly. Me too, sis. Me too. Iruha? It looks good. Okay, stop telling the dog to be quiet. Now we have Aoi. I liked their look for this one. I like how they actually put the color in. We got Rookie. But when it comes to the fact that, you know, Rookie kind of enjoys the black and white more, it's like, I like it too. It's pretty classical. It's a good look for them, you know. But then again, it's like, I want to see more color from them because they're actually very colorful people. So, my biasness is kicking in, and here's some more Urha. And some Rookie. And I think that is legit it for this one. I don't think there's any group photos. Oh, okay. So that was the 2011 Heresy Limited Abyss and Lucy tour. And you can kind of see on the TV. That's it for that one. Great pamphlet. I really loved it. Like I said, couldn't really appreciate it when it came in. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, they look amazing there. And of course this one from the spooky box from this year. The Dark Horror Show. Abyss and Lucy. Let's start with Lucy this time. This one was extreme. This one's actually kind of like big, as in like has a lot of pages. So I liked it because I like the ones with a lot of pages. And of course, everyone's been seeing a lot of these photos lately. And about the heresy thing, I got that email as well since I finally renewed my membership. There's a lot of stuff going on in the fandom right now that I'm not really aware of, I guess. That thing, though, I had been noticing that a lot of people were posting things on Instagram. So it was like, okay, well, even when I wasn't a Heresy member, it's like, of course I wanted to see what was going on, what photos they had. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of not fair to those who actually paid the money to get in, you know? And now, even more so, it's like, okay, well, I mean, we should just stop sharing things. I mean, it even has text at the bottom of each picture saying, you know, that it's private material, and people are just cropping it out. It's like, really? I don't know. But that's why I kind of left the fandom for a long time. Even now, I'm still trying to stay away from it, basically, because it's like, I really enjoy fangirling about things, you know, with people. But at the same time, it's like, it causes a lot of drama, and it can be really ugly sometimes. And I think it tends to outweigh, like, the good parts of it. So, yeah, so I kind of, like, stepped away from it. But hopefully it'll get resolved and no one will have to, you know, they won't have to stop sharing those things with us, because I think we all really enjoy those things, you know. And hopefully for y'all out there who can't get a heresy yet, I mean, I used to think the same. For the longest time, I was like, oh man, I'll never be able to get it. But, you know, use those Christmas gifts and that money, save up for it. I mean, eventually, it will be possible. I mean, everything's possible. You just have to work at it. I think it was like 2 years for me. And I know a lot of people have been waiting like way longer than that. But eventually, you know, you'll get there. Your time will come. I actually dropped out of it for like an entire year, so I had to renew completely. Now I have a totally different heresy number, you know, so it's like, I mean, to me it wasn't that important of a thing. I wanted to see what it was about that first year, and now the second year, it's basically for tickets just in case I'm able to get any, if they become available, you know. And just in case they come back for the world tour. So yeah, hopefully the issue gets resolved. I'm sure it will. I think we're pretty decent as a fan group, so I know we can do it. I think the eyeliner they did for Aoi and this one was really pretty. The look was a little, I was like, what? But other than that, I really like his makeup. Okay, let's see. Let's get some riots on here. And unfortunately, I know there's a lot of fans who try to like overprice things drastically. Like I've seen this pamphlet go for $150, and it's like its original sales price is what 5,000. It was 5,000 yen for this one and for the Burst into a Blaze 3 pamphlet. So it's like I understand people driving the price up. I mean, I'm pretty sure you had to fight viciously to get it, but it's kind of disappointing. The fact that people overprice it so much. Like I know there's someone who's selling bare box sets for like $1,000. It's like, of course it's not gonna sell. I hope. Of course it's not gonna sell, you know, right? But it's kind of sad to see the way people are taking advantage of, you know, fans who just want to have something nice. It's like, okay. But at the same time, I do understand. I'm sure the struggle was immense. I mean, I've seen the lines. When I went to Dallas, we got there early. We were just driving by. We were gonna get there like only 30 minutes ahead of time, right? And we were driving by, and we saw that there was already people standing there. So we were like, maybe we should go already. And surely we did, right? And luckily we were actually pretty close to the front. I wasn't able to use my heresy privilege at the time though because I had my stepdad with me, so he wasn't a heresy member, and I didn't feel comfortable going in by myself because at the time I was only like 16, I think 16 or 17.
It was 2 years ago.
So I was like, no, it's okay, right? I'll just wait. But yeah, it was a huge line. It was crazy. It was awesome, right? But it was crazy. So I'm sure it's even worse in Japan, especially for like the anniversary tours. And then they limit how much you can get, you know? So it's like, I feel kind of bad when, you know, fans over here, like people who can't go, they're, you know, they're bummed out because people are overpricing these things like dramatically. It's like, it's kind of crazy, really, but I guess if it's what a fan's willing to pay. I mean, I paid like $75 for this. It was originally 50, right? 5,000 yen is like basically $50, more like 48, right? But I paid 75 for this. Which I think was a fair price though, because if I consider like the person's time, their effort to get there, to get it, it's like it's basically a $25 shopping service fee, and I was cool with that. I'm cool with things being about double their price. I would have paid $100 for this, which is ridiculous in my opinion. It's like I take a step back and I observe my spending, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why would I spend that much on it? And then I'm like, oh, that's right, that's what being a hardcore fan is about. Lovely. And supporting the band, of course, right? In terms of money, hardcore fan, that's me. So, anyways, so I don't mind paying double the price for it. I mean, I understand the fees, the time, all of that, right? It's just like $200 would just be like, come on, it's like, give us a break. Oh my gosh.
You're gonna show the whole thing.
So it's kind of sad, but I understand at the same time. It's like, let's see, we have some rains, huh? I think the looks that I really liked from this one would be Uroha's look for Lucy. The nun costume was just amazing. It's like it was really good. He looked amazing as the Mad Sister. I didn't really like this look for Aoi for Abyss. I don't know. It's just I think it's the short hair that I don't like. It was interesting, that's for sure. It just I didn't really like it. I think it makes him look really feminine, which isn't a problem with me. I mean, I'm into like a ton of different J Rock bands. I love Hisaki from Versailles, and he's like completely cross dressing, you know? And it's like, I love him. So it's not a problem with the femininity. It's the problem with, I don't know, maybe it's the short hair, the makeup. Does anyone else feel the same? Or is it just me? I have no idea. Anyway, so wasn't really a fan of the look, to be honest. Uraha's look, I I don't know. I had to really think about the pros and cons of this look. It's like I really like it. I love the color of his hair. I like how he did something new, you know? But at the same time, I was like, what's up with that side shave he's got going on? I was like, why? Oh my god. I didn't understand. I still don't understand what's going on with that. But, I think I like the overall look very much. Um, he's very, very gorgeous, as always. So yeah. But I do prefer his nun look. And now we got some Ruki. He looks like the best doctor in the world. Like, yes, please. I have a cold. Let's see. Let's do one more of Ruki. And that's it for this one, actually. Very nice pamphlet. I would recommend getting it. I can't tell you how to spend your money, but don't overpay for it. I'm sure one will pop up for like 7,500 yen or so. I know a lot of people have been asking where I get my stuff, and I never reply on the Instagram post. Just because it's like, well, actually, I have a shopping service, so you know this guy can go and get things from me. Um, and I know someone had contacted me telling me that I seem stuck up, and I was like, that sucks. You know, it sucks to be told something like that. It's like this person doesn't know anything about me. They don't know what I'm like. I mean, I think I'm a pretty decent person. If I were to ask my sister, she would say I'm the worst, but I'm a pretty decent person, I think. And the reason why I like sharing all this stuff with you, and while I post a lot of it, it might make me seem stuck up because I'm like, oh, well, I have this. It's like, no, that's not why I'm posting it. I'm posting it because I can post whatever I want, first of all.
She works hard for her things.
And yeah, and because I work hard for my things, I literally pulled double shifts, like, so many times I can't even. I would work. I remember there's one point where I was working so much that it was almost going on 2 weeks without a day off, and it was like, it was exhausting, really. And it's like I was working while I was in school, maybe like a month before I graduated, and then I had been working like afterwards too. I'd been working for like 9 months total, and I was pulling so much overtime at the end before I quit that it was like insane. Like I had like 15 hours overtime, and it's like, which is why I have all these nice things, right? So I worked hard for my stuff, so I like to share it with y'all because I also like seeing what other people have. I like seeing how they arrange. It's very aesthetically pleasing. And it's like I like seeing how hard y'all worked for your stuff, you know? It's very important to have to. I think getting a job was something very important for me. We were kind of hard up for money at the time too, so it was like, well, I hope I helped out a little bit, right?
Why didn't you just say we're broke?
Okay, we were broke, as for my sister, which is true, and it's like, so I did work hard for my stuff, and I like seeing how, you know, other people do that as well. It's nice to know that there's other people out there who are hardcore collectors too, yay. And it's like, I know collectors might have a bad stigma in the fandom. Um, well, that's what I was told, right, by that same person. So it was like, okay, well, that doesn't really matter to me. That's the exactly. I didn't ask you, so that's why I left the fandom. Like I said, I mean, if I'm gonna be bashed for sharing things that I bought, with my money, it's not like I'm using y'all's money and buying stuff for myself and rubbing it in your face. I mean, I understand people get upset when they can't like get certain things. It's like I was the same way. I was trying so hard to be accepting, um, to realize that I might not ever get all this cool stuff that I wanted, right? And eventually, I got over it. And then I was like, well, if I want all this stuff, let me get a job, right? And I know situations are different from other people out there, and that's why I'm doing these videos so that other people who might not be able to get these things can have like a little bit to at least be able to see what's inside of it. And so yeah, that's why I'm doing it, and I really hope y'all don't mind the posts. I mean, even if y'all do, it's not gonna change the way I run my Instagram account either. I enjoy sharing those things with y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoy it too. Um, Hopefully I can still keep posting these videos, and won't get too much backlash for this, but oh well, whatever. Just gonna do what I'm gonna do. Alright then, so that was it for this one. It was the Abyss and Lucy pamphlets. I don't know what I'm gonna do for next video. I have acquired some new things. I actually did, I got a hold of a few magazines, and I have a ton more on the way actually. I might do an Instagram post giving a little bit of a, kind of like a hint as to what I'm getting in the package, and it's gonna be humongous. I went all out this Christmas holiday, so it's gonna be huge. We'll see when we get it. I'm still adding things to it. My wallet cries. So yeah, might show you some of the magazines too. I mean, there's other bands in there. I'm not really into most of those other bands, except for like a few of them. But I'll definitely go ahead and give you some sites into those as well. Don't know what I'll do for the next one, but I'll go ahead and let y'all know then. Okay, so thank you very much for your time, and see you next time, guys. Bye.